Hello, welcome. Morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. I am Yomadani Kumiko, and that is Okayu. My cat decided to, I don't know if you can hear her meows. But welcome, Coney. Hey, Hot Soup. Welcome, Tavern. I do have a dynamic mic now, so it doesn't pick up background noise as well, which is a good thing, but the one negative consequence is that it's harder to hear cat noises incidentally. I already don't use noise suppression. What do I use? I just have a compressor and a limiter, honestly. Compressor's pretty important. And I've been able to get by without a noise gate. Having a dynamic mic helps not having a noise gate because it doesn't pick up noise as much as a condenser mic does, which is like what a Blue Yeti is. Yeah, not much is going on. I thought I might be playing Switch 2 tonight, but it got delayed. It should be coming tomorrow. So tomorrow night I might be streaming Pokopia or something else, I don't know. Probably something new tomorrow. And then Thursday I'm gonna try and go back to Pragmata. Work on that. But yeah, I don't know. It should be fine. I'm mainly excited for Star Fox, because I liked Star Fox 64 so much. Hey Fruit, welcome. Hold on, let's like... Let's go outside. So I have an excuse to use some of my... other scenes. Pull out my Nintendo Wii and tried to set it up, but my modern TV doesn't have any of the right connectors. Oh, do you need like VGA? Yeah, that is a problem. Modern TVs just mainly use like HDMI and maybe DisplayPort, I think. Luckily, before I was unplugging my monitor and plugging it into my capture card and then plugging my Switch or other console into the capture card. So every time I had to play Switch, I had to like switch the monitors, but I figured out that with OBS I can just project the feed onto one of my screens. There's like, I think very slight latency, but I tested it. I didn't really notice any latency. So we should be good. Yeah, we're out camping right now. Which reminds me of I actually went night sky viewing not too long ago. Maybe about a month ago. Within the past couple months. Went to a dark sky park, which is basically a area that's designated as having very low light pollution and is suitable to gather and star view, you know. So it was pretty cool. Was able to see like Polaris and or the Pleiades star cluster. We had binoculars, and you can actually see a lot with binoculars, especially when you have like astronomer, whatchamacallit, binoculars. I have a pair of Celestrons that have decently sized lenses. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much you can see with binoculars. Like, from the naked eye, the Pleiades star cluster just kind of looks like a cloudy part of the sky that is maybe slightly brighter than the area around it. But if you look at it with binoculars, you can note all the different stars that make it up, you know, clearly see the different stars. It would prevent a telescope from working great, but I do think it's still better than nothing. Like, I think you are still able to penetrate that a little bit. Because I remember being in my old neighborhood, which had light pollution, and using binoculars and being able to see a surprising amount for how much light pollution there was. Yeah, welcome, Muns. Hey, Sean. Yes, you are allowed to talk to the rat. I didn't feel like playing anything major tonight. I'm like, kind of, working on something annoying that I should be finished by tomorrow, but until it's finished, it is annoying me, so... Best camping, you need to find people who like the outdoors. It's hard, most people just want computer games and comfy beds. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people. Although part of me wants to like camping and nature, but then there's like ticks that when they bite you, you're unable to eat steak anymore. And that's just, I don't know if I can risk that. That's scary. I think I might, hey, welcome, Redcorn. I mean, I think when I was younger, I liked nature more, but I feel like that was out of, like, ignorance of what's out there. It's pretty on the coming, but I camp in desert-type areas. I don't think I have to worry about ticks. Oh, that's cool. That's a little better. You might have to worry about scorpions or something. Yeah, outdoorsy stuff is rough, like... I'm good when, like... Honestly, like, the only kind of camping I could do would be, like, glamping. It would have to be glamping to some degree. Satellite internet. Honestly, I just want a campfire. I like campfires, and I like the smell of bonfires, and like when that strong like bonfire wood smell when you're like you come home from a bonfire and your clothes all smell like bonfire. It's great. Camping was fun as a kid, and camping as an adult, you have to do all the work yourself. True. Just superhuman here. I just watched till the summer hit and then 100 Fahrenheit with 100% humidity. Well, it's 100% humidity is like the air can't hold any more water, right? Without becoming water. I do love fire, so many regulations get them in my area for good reason. People here are stupid. Yeah, I can't really do like fires around where I'm at either. Honestly, I wanna go to a bonfire. Honestly, if I accessed like some of my older contacts, I might be able to finagle myself into a bonfire. Not like literally like to a bonfire event. But I don't know if I wanna go outside my bubble. Oh no, oh. Human social stigma is kind of stupid sometimes, like, you know, you realize that there must be plenty of people from your past who might want to talk to you and would be friendly and nice, but you, like, don't contact them because it's been so long since you contact them, you feel bad, or you don't know what to talk about. But a lot of times, like, you know, if you try to make that connection, it can work out. But we have tons of ranks here too. Even everyone here is like super smart and scared to mess around with that. Yeah, depending on where you are, like starting a fire is just too risky. I want to use a bonfire for s'mores, but using a microwave is annoyingly so much better. Oh man, let me tell you my funny yet short s'more story. When I was young, I didn't understand s'mores. Like, you know, you're supposed to like roast the marshmallow and then like squeeze it between the chocolate and graham cracker, right? You're just supposed to roast the marshmallow. But I thought you had to roast the whole thing. So I remember like one of the first times I was doing s'mores, I was trying to like drill holes in the chocolate bar and the graham cracker, and I was like, why is this not working? This worked better in the cartoons, why? I don't know, I thought you did the whole thing. I mean, otherwise how is it gonna be cooked? Like, it was very hard to drill a hole in a graham cracker and a chocolate bar without cracking the whole thing in half. I think I eventually figured out you just have to roast a marshmallow, but still, it was like... You have to master perfectly setting the marshmallow on fire without losing it. Oh yeah, without it becoming too, like, charred and stuff. hard mode s'mores, yeah. I did not understand s'mores initially. Eventually, I figured it out, but... Facebook friends, we haven't talked in 15 years, wanna go camping? Well, I mean, you don't just hit them with the wanna go camping, because that sounds like you might have acquired a profession as a serial murderer and are looking for new targets. But, like, I don't know, I guess that's the other problem is, like, you know, if you do contact people from that you haven't talked to in forever, like, how do you initiate that? What do you say? I mean, I guess you catch up, but, like, that's a whole pain in the ass. I bought stuff for s'mores, been exclusively using the microwave. How is microwaving a marshmallow? Does it become like molten on the inside and then... I mean, I guess I assume it would be. How big you can make it get, and then briefly setting the outside on fire to get a char, and then, wait, how big you can make it get? So what, do you just, like, put it near the heat so that it plumps up? And then you, I don't know, I thought you're supposed to set it on fire. I thought that was the whole point. It grows if you cook it slowly. Oh, the secret s'more tech. Thought setting on fire was a sign of a bad job. I don't know, you just don't want to burn it. But, like, you set it on fire. I never knew the correct way to make s'mores. They grow in the microwave? Yeah, it depends on if you like the char, I think. Because, I mean, it doesn't taste necessarily bad, it's just different. When you have, like, the burnt parts of the marshmallow, adds a distinct taste to it. Burnt marshmallow. Now I kind of want to play that Creature Kitchen game. Because I think it involves... roasting s'mores. Or roasting marshmallows. Marshmallows suck these days, really? That's too bad. Modern day marshmallows, huh? I don't know why, but I started randomly thinking of, like, Balatrol. Because I started thinking of the Cavendish banana. What's the one before it? Gross big hell is still grown by enthusiasts and small farms today. Right recognized for its classic banana taste, considered the basis for artificial banana flavoring. I wanna try that. Always bothered me that Hershey's make ad for s'mores and they use half a bar for one s'more. Oh yeah, that's like a lot, isn't it? Don't you use like a couple pieces? Yeah, that's what I think, like 2 pieces. Forget Balcher Dev's name, but all the food cards are things he snacks on. Does he snack on gross McHills? Oh man. That was the dominant banana before it died out, and then like... I didn't realize you could still find it today. It's just more difficult to find. Wiped out by Panama disease. Hey, welcome JRPG. It's going alright. We're talking about s'mores and bananas. I just came up with bananas because I was thinking the Cavendish. You might not know this, but there was a dominant banana before the current banana, which is called the Cavendish. It has a stronger taste to it, the older banana. I wonder if there's any way for me to get my hands on like actual gross Mikkel. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gross Mikkel banana. Spread of Panama disease made large-scale production unsustainable by the 1960s. What, Cavendish or Gross Mikkel? Or Big Mike, some people call it. Hey, welcome, Grateful. Nice to have you. We're just kind of hanging out, talking about Gross Michael. Yeah. Wait, let me see how you pronounce.
Gross Michel.
Gross Michel. Okay. So yeah, the Gross Michel. Balthazar Cavendish. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cavendish is the name of the banana and also somebody related to the banana. There's some people with the name Cavendish. Henry Cavendish, noted for discovery of hydrogen, which he termed inflammable air. we have to be doing bananas? I guess not. Yeah, Henry Cavendish discovered in a 1766 paper Antoine Lavoisier reproduced Cavendish experiment, gave the element its name. Huh. That's a pretty big find. Oh, nice to have you. Yeah, there's actually a few games that I added to my wish list today, and I probably will want to play at some point, but I just didn't feel like playing anything new tonight. It's a big, you know, it's like a big investment. I just felt like chilling. Oh, hey, check it out. I can have Granblue going at the same time. I haven't been doing as much Granblue in the past couple days, but still a fair bit. My basic dailies. The most important dailies, which have a chance of dropping gold bricks. The gold bar farming raids. Yeah, just a pretty laid back stream. Hey, welcome Fox. Yeah, did you see the creators of Shovel Knight? I think it was Shovel Knight, yeah. Creators of Shovel Knight came out with a new game. Like that came out, I think yesterday. Oh, that's not it. Called Mina the Hollower. It actually has a rodent as the protagonist. So, oh shit. Sorry, that was so loud. Why you gotta be loud? Hold on, let's change it to... Yeah. Yeah, Mina the Hollower. Oh, it came out on the 29th. But it seems like it has pretty good music. And, I was glancing at the comments, and people were saying that it's like... almost like Souls-like. Souls-like, but also, like Zelda at the same time, kind of. You've been hearing about that game for years? This is already the first time I heard of it. I just saw the title, and it was in like new popular games, and I'm like, this title doesn't give me any indication of what this game is about. But it looks enticing somehow with just words, so I clicked it, and then yeah, then they hit me with the 8-bit and the good music. That's like a boomer core right there. Hey, welcome. We're kind of talking about an RPG, though not a JRPG. Mina the RPG, or Mina the Hollower, I think it's an RPG. Oh, nobody labels it an RPG. Action adventure, 2D platformer, dark fantasy, Souls-like. But yeah, feel free to stop by anytime. JRPG game mentioned, yeah. We were talking about that yesterday, just my JRPG enjoyment back in the day. Yes, it's the JRPG to end all JRPGs, I guess. Visual novel fused with JRPG combat, I guess. But yeah, I do want to play Mina the Howler, but I'm gonna sit on that for an unknown amount of time. I'm hoping I get my Switch tomorrow, and then I might play Pokepia tomorrow night. But if I don't, then I might play Mina the Howler. We'll see. I want to do something new tomorrow. And then Thursday we'll go back to Pragmata, and then Friday, I don't know. More of what we did on Wednesday, possibly, or... Witch Spring art? Oh, I saw that. I think it's in my wish list too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And you gotta like any game that the first two tags are cute and funny. Good for them. Mina seems super popular right now. Yeah, I haven't seen any other VTubers play it yet, but... I'm wondering if I'll see it pop up on my feed. That's why I might want to play it before too many people play it, because if I play it before streamers I like play it, then I can watch them play it and it's fun. But if they play it first, then I kind of have to ignore their stream if I know I'm gonna play it. So it's kind of annoying. Like, so it's kind of a race to like play something first. See, like with Pokepia, like I wasn't planning on playing Pokepia, but I wasn't also that interested, so I didn't watch any like Pokepia streams really that much. Cause I feel like Pokepia is a game that I enjoy more like playing than watching somebody play. If your phone hears you talking about Mina, you'll start seeing Mina related things on YouTube or your Anima shop page. Yeah, like Pokepia was so popular, like everyone was playing it. And I'm glad I ignored the hype. Like I had like no hype. My desire sensor was like so low for Switch 2. Like, I knew there was a possibility of me getting it, but I knew I did not feel like fighting people for reservations or getting one with their chase. So, when I found out they're just available now, and there's also a bundle that had Pokepia on it for free, I was like, that seems like a good time. And with Star Fox coming out in the end of the month. And this is, and there are other, like, Switch games I might want to play. Just a theory, I had that happen to me when I talked to my nephew about Rubik's Cubes. They started showing up everywhere. Oh yeah, I've experienced that. specifically, I mean, I've googled that and I've heard other people like ranting about it. Happens all the time. I don't have a reason to believe otherwise anymore. Yeah, that's fair. Hasn't happened to me in a while. I don't actually see that many ads, honestly. Mainly because I mostly browse YouTube and then sometimes Twitter. And I'm like subscribed to both of those, so I never see ads. Like ever, thankfully. We were talking about my uncle's heart surgery. One time we got ads for freaking hospitals and cardiologists. Like, what? Oh man. Pacemaker stuff. Yeah, the thing is that, like, you're supposed to be able to enable it in the settings if Google is always listening. But there's also the unenabled Google is always listening. Cause yeah, like technically, like if I said like, hey Google, like my phone wouldn't react because I don't have it set to be listening to me constantly. But just because it's not set to listen to me constantly doesn't mean it's not listening to me constantly. It just says it's not listening to me constantly. And it tries not to offer external evidence that it's listening to me constantly, although it'll tailor ads sometimes, which is like, seems to be evidence. I haven't had like as much like, I don't know, hardcore evidence where it was like, holy shit, that happened. But there's been a couple times where it's like, Gotta remove the microphones, don't need those for a phone. Oh yeah, what do you need that for a phone for? You use their phone to talk to people. I don't know, if the purpose of using a phone is to talk through the phone, then like 95% of the time I'm using my phone wrong. Hopefully you guys don't see many ads even if you're on premium for me, because I don't monetize most of my streams. Main reason I don't monetize my streams is because they will put like you can't turn off mid-video ads or mid-stream ads. So if I had monetization on, then randomly the stream could get interrupted while I'm talking and you see an ad for a little bit. So yeah, that's why I don't turn on ads, because I can't imagine that being worth it or good when, you know, I'll make like a penny or something off of a stream, even if it's semi-popular, I'm sure. Like, I appreciate when people give me super chats and whatnot, and honestly, like a single super chat is like 100 streams worth of monetization, even if it's like a $5 super chat. So that's why I just don't turn on monetization, because monetization and getting super chats and membership is different. You can still not be monetized, but you can still be accepting super chats. It's just that your stream isn't marked as monetized, so it doesn't try to ship ads to people. Thank you, Vaporeon. $5 super chat, much appreciated. I can continue to not monetize my streams. That'll go for the next 100 streams. Oh my god. Thank you so much. You know, I actually saw that, I saw a video that Fubuki turned off her super chats recently. For, like, pretty noble reasons. She said that, like, the volume of super chats she was getting was to the point where, and combined with her being busy, that she wasn't sure if she could read all of them, because she likes to read all the super chats, you know, after the stream and whatnot. And you know, someone will be like, oh, did you read my super chat? Like, she started feeling guilty because, like, her busyness and amount of super chats got to the point where it's like, she was like, oh, did I actually read it? I'm not sure. And then it would be on her mind. So she turned it off temporarily. She doesn't know what she's doing, like, long term, but for now, like, she's trying to figure that out. Yeah, that's a lot of super chats. Like, someone in the comments was talking about, oh yeah, they don't even get that much from super chats. And it's like, that's not the reason why. That's not why Fubuki. It doesn't have to do with money. Like, you really think she would be turning off her super chats if it was about money? Like, even if there's a decent cut, like, the fact that she gets so many super chats that she's not sure she can read them all just shows how much there is. You know what I mean? So, like, this is entirely because she, you know, feels bad that she's getting so many, combined with being busy, that she can't, like, she hasn't been able to keep up that well, and, you know, she feels like she doesn't want to be unsure if she read every super chat. But yeah, I think that's pretty noble of her. But don't worry, I'll read everybody's super chats. If I get to the point where I'm unsure if I can read everybody's super chats, and I'm contemplating turning off super chats for that reason, then I guess I'll feel like I really made it. But I don't need to get that far to feel like I really made it either. I still feel like I made it to various degrees now, you know. I think Fubuki knows that she's made it, but, you know, that doesn't mean that you can rest. Like, if anything, that means you have to work harder. I mean, man, how hard Fubuki works. Like, I aspire to the heights of, like, agency VTubers and, like, Hololive, but that's a lot of work, you know. I'll definitely have to double down if I were to rise to that level. Worked very hard, but we're gonna relax here. Yeah, pull up a seat and relax. Used to watch Crony's super chat catch-up streams. Yeah, I see various VTubers having their catch-up streams. They can be pretty comfy. I remember in the early days of, like, in the first few years of me being into VTubing, like sending Korone super chats and Korone like saying my name on stream and me being all excited. Back when she still had like, you know, subscriber count in the 10 to 100,000. Yeah, it's been, I don't know, it's been a harrowing couple days, and tomorrow's gonna be really annoying, but hopefully after tomorrow I'll be able to relax a little bit. I got a bunch of errands to take care of tomorrow. Like, some stuff that's been nagging me for a long time, but will feel so good to be done with. And then I should be able to, you know, take on Wednesday night with gusto. Oh yeah, I'd say that right now, I'm probably going to be doing a mahjong stream, but like it's kind of shaky, probably like 60-40 probably. Mainly because I'm busy in the early afternoon until like later afternoon, and I don't know if I'll be done on time. Yeah, I'll try to do mahjong tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not 100% sure. I might either be too tired or need to finish some stuff, but I might also be fine. Might as well take Wednesday off. Well, I don't want to take the evening off because I definitely want to play something. If I'm not playing like a Switch game tomorrow night, then I might be playing Mina the Hollower. Played a mahjong game because somebody wanted to see specific artwork of some characters from Higurashi. Man, that reminds me. I wonder. Oh man. Sorry, that got me thinking of Granblue stuff because Higurashi is a main hand weapon. Look, let me show you Higurashi. Higurashi. You can see my Rikai-kun pop up. It helps sometimes, sometimes it doesn't connect everything. Oh, that's why people call it Gaifu. Gaifu. Higurashi. Yeah, that is the cool thing about Granblue, is you can switch the language to English. It's most games that have an English version don't let you switch freely from English to Japanese, you know? When we're in lockdown, we all have time in a hobby. See, I I started watching VTubers, and I got it in my mind that I wanted to become a VTuber. Like 2019, 2020 or so. Hold on, let me check when. Yeah, it was like late 2019, 2020 when I started watching VTubers, with Corone, and that was when I was like, oh, I kind of want to become a VTuber, and that idea was building, and then like, but I had never seen English language VTubers yet. To be fair, I didn't do much searching. I was mainly watching Corone, and I was still gradually getting into it, you know? Yeah, it was around spring, cause it was like March. I remember March. I remember it was March when like I was hanging out with friends and we were talking about people spreading and the disease spreading and people talking about there being lockdowns. And then that was like the last time we hung out for like a long ass time. Hey, thank you, Tavern thank you. I read right before for some reason. Thank you, Sean, for the gift membership, and welcome, Coriander. Thank you. Much appreciated. Congrats, Coriander. Enjoy the emotes. I should consider doing another draw stream. Yes, draw stream. Draw stream mentioned. I'm just gonna hit you with it like out of nowhere. You realize that, right? Like that's part of the fun of me, is that out of nowhere, you know, you wake up one day and it's like, oh, Silk Song came out. It's like, oh, Kumiko's doing a draw stream this afternoon. I'd like to draw some more emotes for the Discord server. We're kind of unable to change up the emotes on YouTube, but I think we have a decent set right now. Adding more to Discord would always be nice, because I really like the Kumi What and Kumi PN that I made semi-recently. Drawing random things might be good too. I haven't really tried to draw seriously in a long time. These weapons are insane. Like, if you don't play Grammarly, you're just like, oh, they're weapons, whatever. But I mean, some of them are better than others, but the thing is, you have to realize this currency, gold moons, they don't come very fast. You're very limited income on them, cause there's a few places where you get gold moons. Like, you might get one during an event, and you might get some gold moons here and there. There's like one a month from the shops in a couple different shops, so you can get a regular income of a little bit of gold moons. But mainly gold moons are when you roll a character that you already have. You get a moon, depending on the rarity, bronze, silver, or gold. If you roll a dupe SSR, you get a gold moon. And 150 gold moons trades for one of these weapons. Now, I've been playing since 2019, and I've collected a lot of gold moons in my time, but not enough to buy all 12 of these fucking weapons. And they're all very good in their own way in different applications. Some more important to the element than others. They're all main hand weapons. Main hand weapons are important for empowering the main character and also directing your whole grid. I have 6 of them. My brother thinks I'm a furry thanks to one or more of the Discord image servers on Kumiko's Discord. Oh, yeah, that's probably, blame Badman for that one, probably. Although I've been appreciating the Made in Abyss more now that I finished Made in Abyss. Not in the manga, I've finished season 1, 2 in the movies. But yeah, they're coming out with a new transcendence for these weapons, which will basically let you get it to level 250. So 4-star is the typical like base uncap for a weapon, and then 5-star is the next level that often gets added later. And then Transcendence is a whole thing where you usually has steps from 1 to 5. So it's kind of like 5 levels. But the incremental power boosts and they cost different things each time. Like it's a whole ordeal to do that for the Dark Opus weapons, which is a major part of advancing your grids in each element, but for these weapons, the illustrious weapons, they're like coming out with the Transcendence now, and it's gonna be huge. It's like the biggest power creep drop that happened in Grand Blue in a while, probably. And it's gonna cost 50 gold moons in addition to like other materials, but the main real cost is the 50 gold moons, because everything else is farmable. And I currently have 249 moons. So if it's 50 for each weapon, then I'll need 300 just for the ones that I have, not including any ones that I get after this or ones that I still want, and there's still a couple that I want. So yeah, this is the big limiter. And the thing is, like, you can't even whale, like, you can't short-term whale to get these weapons. Like, you have to whale over an extended period of time to get these weapons, because or just, you know, spend a lot of time playing the game, because they give out a lot of free rolls. So you do get gold moons regularly, but like, you only get so many gold moons per spark, right? Because you have to roll SSRs. So it's very hard to just whale to get these weapons. You have to have a whole, like, you have to either have been playing a very long time or whale regularly a lot, or both. To like, I saw a streamer have like 10 of these weapons. 10 of the 12. And I'm sure they have enough gold moons to uncap some of them when the Transcendences come out, so it's like, some ways I feel really behind, but then I'm also really far ahead compared to most people. I'm probably in, if we're talking bell curve, I'm probably in like the top 5% or higher. I mean, top 2K for Guild War is already like... I don't watch anime much, but mostly just like cute fun ones. I don't want to die inside. Cute fun ones are nice. Also cute and funny ones. Season pretty high in events. Yeah, top 2K is kind of a thing in Granblue. It has its own title, AU, which means like hero. So like, you know, like, so if you're saying like AU or Mizasu, or there's a couple ways to say it, but like, if you're aiming for top 2K, you know, it's very difficult, and you have to spend like a lot of time grinding, most of the time grinding, and have a very good grid. I'm trying to do it in every element. I wasn't able to do it in water. I should be able to do it in fire, unless I really drop the ball, which I'm not confident. I won't jinx that. That's in 3 weeks, so. But yeah, I don't know. I do pretty good at Guild War, but water I didn't have the illustrious weapon, the 150 gold moon weapon, nor did I do the farming for that weapon, which is absurd. Is the hardest farm in the game, literally. So I guess I don't feel too bad about not making top 2K. I made top 4K, which doesn't sound like it's much different from like top 2K, but is like a difference of like, I think top 2K had like at least 40% more, 30 to 40% more points than I did, you know. But they only give rewards up to like top 80k, 90k. It kind of changes each time. It's usually between like 70 to 100k depending on attendance, I think. Top 4k server wide is still pretty good. Oh, it's not. There's no server wide. There's only one Granblue server. There are no separate servers. Everybody's on the same game. That is one of the things that's nice about Granblue. English and JP. There's no divide. So that's top 4K in the world. Yeah, it's not easy. That's why, like I said, I have to have a pretty maxed out grid for the most part, and I have to spend most of my time grinding the times that it's open, which are like 17-hour days for finals, and then possibly longer for prelims and intermission, depending on how hard you go, but it's less important. Really, it's all about pacing yourself and knowing when and how to rest, and yeah, just pacing yourself and not falling behind too much. Because if you fall too far behind, it can get very hard to catch up. Path of Exile, huh? I actually played Path of Exile a long time ago. back when Path of Exile 1 was the only Path of Exile, it was within the first few years of it coming out, I think. It's I remember enjoying it, but I didn't play a ton of it. Yeah, the Granblue is half the game has to do with the weapons. Weapons are a big part of the game. Like, there's the 10 major categories of weapons, and then you have characters associated with weapons, and like story elements related to the weapons and stuff. And your grid's entire power level, or your party's entire power level is determined by your grid. See, because of these weapons in my grid, I get these bonuses to my party, which is like, you know, 279% damage, 180% damage. Like, this is where all your stats come from. Number of players in Granblue is huge. I don't know how you define huge. Usually I see there being about like the lowest ranking people in Guild War are usually past the 300,000 point. Like if you did any Guild War at all. So, you know, there's usually a few 100,000 participating in Guild War. It's usually about that much every time, honestly. I know it fluctuates up and down depending on if it's over a holiday or, you know, what days finals are on, if it's on a weekend. Big boost. That is a lot for modern games. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's about how much it usually is each time. Like the placings, do I still have? Wait, let me see if I can't check the ranking after Guild War. I mean, in terms of how many, Granblue celebrates like how many players they have. Like, they did like 10 million players or something crazy. Like in terms of how many accounts have been made over the course of it's a crazy amount because the game's been out for 12 years. Let's see. Well, the AI overview on actually knows about Granblue. That's funny. I mean, that also says 350 to 450,000 active players. But yeah, it is the top 36,000 crews, I think. And crews have a max of 30 people, so that's like over 1 million potential slots. And we place ridiculously high Like, I'm in one of the best crews in the world, it turns out. And I was just looking for a half-serious A-rank Japanese crew, and I found one that a VTuber was running, and they ended up getting really serious over the course of me being there. Like, we placed top 100 crews. So that represents, top 100 crews represents a grand total of 300 people. Or no, wait, 3,000 people. Alright, have a good night, Vaporeon. Let me find my crew. I can actually look up how my crew has done. Here we go. Yeah, oh, sorry, we weren't just top 100, we were like top 30. Event rank 26. We were 26th highest crew. That's pretty insane. Let me see, 972 billion honors by the crew. So that means on average each person did at least 32 billion honors each. That's a lot. Hey, welcome, Stargazer. Yeah, it is cool that I found them. I should honestly hang out and chat in their Discord more, but combination of I'm shy and I'm not good enough in Japanese to where it's easy for me. I mean, if I take my time and I look up stuff I don't know, I can understand everything with time. But you know, when there's a lot of chatting and you're just like, oh, I gotta decipher all of this, you know, it's it can feel like a lot. Let's see, what should I do? I'm gonna turn on Graham music. Wait, the next one is wind. Oh, they did a new one. Oh shit. I thought it was just ending after this, but now we got wind. Alright, Tavren, thanks for hanging out. Nice chatting. I'm gonna let this be background music. Did you get the dupe on the new weapon? Dupe of the new weapon. I'm trying to think what you might be talking about. This weapon, this fight isn't that new. It's at least been in the game for a few months. Oh, did I get the dupe of the new weapon? Yeah, I did. I ticketed it. Not ticketed it. I sparked it. And luckily I also rolled the summon, which is also very important. So I'm like fully set for Guild War. Like I'm so happy. And it only required a spark. Cause the worst case scenario was that I didn't roll any of them and then I could only spark either the weapon or the summon, which I would get the weapon. But the fact that I rolled the weapon means that I could get the summon as well. And the fact that I got the summon too meant I could get the second copy of the weapon, which is good, but not necessarily absolutely required for all setups. Although you're definitely gonna want at least one, I think, for any modern grid that wants to normal attack. Two is like, there's you can run other stuff besides 2. You have other options, but it's still good as 2. Yeah, and I spent all of my resources for the most part, so now I just have 1 golden bar left. I need to farm more golden bars. Completely out of sunlight stones, but I will get one during Guild War. And if I'm lucky, I'll even get 2. Probably just 1. Sunlight stones are really, the rarest stuff in the game are gold bricks and sunlight stones. Because there's very limited ways to get them. Sunlight stones are even more rare than gold brick stone because gold bricks you can technically farm and do drop from certain raids. But there's no way to farm sunlight stones. There's a limited amount that you can get, and besides ones they give out, and you know, like there's nothing besides ones that they give out or ones they make available for purchase or various methods. Like there's no repeatable farmable way to get them. I'm completely out, but also I'm like completely set in the sense. Like part of the reason I'm out is because I'm so set and like there's nothing I need, you know. I don't know. I see a lot of people hoarding their resources, and I do hoard them sometimes to a certain extent, but I also am good at spending those resources when I have to. Like yeah, I don't have sunlight stones or gold bricks, but there's also nothing I really need them for immediately. I mean, I always need gold bricks because I need to improve my other elements, but like there's nothing I immediately need to uncap because I did all the important stuff for fire. There's various stuff I'm gonna be doing to prepare. I need to farm this guy a bunch to get his summon for my friend support. Not even so much so I can use it, but so I have the ideal support list. And also because this fight is on extra treasure right now, so it's a good time to focus farm it. And then some various other things I need to shore up my supply of. I told you, I was talking earlier about glamping, wasn't I? And this is my internet connection while in the... here. Now we're in the arcade. I don't feel like adding the... Let's go back to the camp. I don't feel like going to arcade. I didn't feel like adding the grand blue window there. Yeah, tomorrow should be pretty exciting. I hope I can stream Mahjong, but if I can't, I can't. I apologize in advance. I mean, honestly, that's one of the nice things about Grand Blue being a mobile game and also accessible via browser, is that you can access it like anywhere. Waiting at the doctor's office, I can do some raids. I don't know how high I'll be able to get in Guild War this time. I'm trying for at least top 2k. If I can make top 1k, That'll be even better. I'm gonna go as hard as I can. With the minimum being top 2k. And then if I have spare energy. It really is determined by my energy and pacing and all that. Where I kind of fall in, you know. I don't know. Well, don't worry. We'll have an opportunity to do more camping without mobile game on the site when I play Pokepino. And they're kind of camping in that. I don't know what other games I want on Switch yet. Like, I just need to search for Switch 2 exclusive games. Cause if it's a game that I can get on Steam, then I can get it on Steam. Puyo Puyo Tetris might be fun to get. Pokemon Wind and Waves I want to get. How is Mario Kart World? I've never been that much of a fan of Mario Kart game. I might want to get the Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Because even if it's a remake, if it's a game that I never played before, it doesn't matter. And there's a Fire Emblem game. I don't know if I want to get Animal Crossing. Looks like they're just re-releasing the old one though. I wonder how Hyrule Warriors is. Wait, did I modify the grand? Yes. Anyway, I kind of want to play, like, what's this mouse work game? Party game. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, huh? I see Splatoon Raiders, but I don't think Splatoon games are for me. I like the style, but and Inklings are cute. This game is known for being the first Puyo Puyo and allow players outside of Japan to compete in Sega's eSport events. うん。Donkey Kong Bonanza? I don't know. I'm not really that interested in Donkey Kong games.
結構似合うでしょ。邪魔だよ。邪魔だよ。
Oh, did it come out already?
どいてどいて。行く。はっ。結構似合うでしょ。鐘の音が響く。戦いは嫌いじゃないよ。
Universal acclaim.
遊びほんの少しだけ相手をしてあげる。
I don't know. Maybe, honestly. If it's a real good game.
熱中症怖いね。汚さな。私の前に立つんだ。月夜に彼方まで震わす重郎の合唱。勝利の号令とする。砕けろ。砕けろ。どいて消えて。はっはっ行く。恩は返すよ。狩りの私の方が上だから。砕けろ。結構似合うでしょ。砕けろ。砕けろ。出直してくれば。
Mikaboshi so cool.
やったね。完璧。
Lots of damage. Oh man, I'm really excited for the transcendences of the illustrious weapons though. Echo will be fun. When does this event end?
コロッサスあんなに強そうでおしゃれだったなんて
She's pretty cool. The Grackle. Grackuru. Oh my god, Grok. Sorry for glamping.
それじゃあ行くぜ
I think I might actually stop here though. It's probably a good time to stop. Thank y'all for coming though, I do appreciate it. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening. It was nice hanging out, chatting. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow I'll probably be doing mahjong in the afternoon, although there's a chance I won't be. And in the evening we should be doing something new, either like Pokopia or another game. Might do Mina. Anyway, take care, have a good rest of the night. Oyakumi nasai and bye bye.